I read an article recently, I think it was yesterday night around 1 a.m. I couldn't sleep, a little bit of the excitement. Finally, Google declared the demise of its rather ambitious project, Google Health. It was a little bit of a sobering experience. I always thought great people, like our sector has, and the kind of people we have in this room, with great skills. A lot of us represent that, a lot of have access to it, great brand, most of us, great wealth for some of us, considering we have large government programs which have annual budget allocations of $22 million. We have the largest insurer in the room. With that kind of wealth, with that kind of brand, invariably we would try things which would be defining great successes. That's not so. That's not true, not even for Google. And with that, being an innovation center, we deal with that reality almost every day. When we try out experiences, we know that each pilot is not going to be a great success. We may not be transformative. So as we sit in this room with a range of innovators, what I want to pitch for is really, as we discuss about what has succeeded, since most of us have really proved with innovation that things have succeeded, we actually discuss what has not worked, how have we gone through the whole iterative process of trying different things and getting to the final output. The purpose of this meeting, therefore, is really to share our ideas as we proceed through these innovative experiments. All of us are innovators. The approach is such that we've tried to alternate between panel sessions, breakout sessions, individual dialogue, all of it to facilitate you're able to talk to each other, network better, and glean from each other what each of you is trying and what can be useful. I'm hoping Farooq is able to walk away with a very good sense of what, for example, Dr. Manjunath has tried over the years to get to the scale that he has reached. I'm hoping, for example, Dr. Belamkonda is able to walk away specifically from the claims management session or what becomes less cumbersome. While we discuss through the 2 days and 4 days for all those who are joining us for the field trip, two key themes that I hope we are able to address. One, of cost containment. I think the reality is that a range of insurers have not seen profitability in microhealth insurance. Until we had the large mass health insurance programs come into the country, which is as recent as 2007 with the Yasashwini being the large scheme, we were talking about only 3 million individuals having access to microhealth insurance. That number jumped to a clean 230 million individuals with these large mass health insurance schemes. What makes these schemes work at this scale? What of these learnings are portable? Can it be taken outside of India? Can they be taken outside of these specific government-led, government-facilitated programs to really let insurers, TPAs, aggregators manage their own program? One of the things that I'm hoping, in addition to cost containment, that this group discusses, and that's my personal drive, and I'm really hoping that we'll walk away with that, is client value and especially quality. I'm hoping Renga, aka Dr. Renganathan for most of us, in his breakout session, touches upon issues of how we can get quality service to the client every time. What kind of incentives can we put in place for providers to be stakeholders in this game? We tend to talk as a club, as we are, that providers don't provide good service, my clients don't like the product, and at the end, we have an unsatisfied client who does not want to pay the premium if it's a voluntary cover. More importantly, for the subsidized schemes, how do we keep our eye focused on quality? So these are some of the things that I hope that we discuss. As CIRM, this is very important for us because we really believe what we discuss in these 2 days will define what is going to be our health strategy. We promise that we will relook at what we are thinking. Our biases clearly are that cost containment in microhealth insurance would require investment in early detection and providing much more, which is why the first panel, which Gina anchors, which is about value-add services. Can we provide more to the client, keep them happy, and in some sense start to bring down the kind of claims we have? Is drugs the right solution? Has Mr. Pragnesh Gaur got the right solution when he says clients will be happier if they pay in kind rather than pay in cash? Or has Sandeep figured it out when he talks about providing drugs? To us, value-add services is going to be the right direction in making microhealth insurance work. That is our hypothesis. We are borrowing your time to test it with you to see if that makes sense. One of the most ambitious panel for us has been really to pull in the telemedicine panel. I'm very proud that we have the chairman of the Indian Task Force on Telemedicine, Dr. Ganapathy, anchoring the panel. Very proud to have Ajay, a young entrepreneur, talking about his experiment. We have Charles, who's the CEO of HealthNet Global. The idea of introducing a rather stretched, I would say, telemedicine is not what we have seen in typical microhealth insurance conference. The reason we tried to pull in this panel was also to go out and propose to you, would this be a very viral, cheap, easy mechanism of providing consulting, and would it have an impact on the kind of claims we see? Would we manage both quality as well as cost containment with that panel? We hope that these panels are interesting for you. They represent our bias about the sector. Feel free through the anonymous ask a question chits that you have and 3 mics that Priya, Tirtha and I will be having to ask questions to the panels. Make sure this is a discussion. If you discuss, we will take away the most from this. I'm also very proud that we managed to get such an eminent gathering of people together. My team is going to be trying to hoard and take a lot of your time and ask you a lot of questions. We hope you all are able to discuss and engage in more networking and take the